የተከበራችሁ እንግዶች ጥሪ የተደረገላችሁ እንግዶች ተማሪዎች እንዲሁም ሁላችሁም ይቅርታ አመሰግናለሁ ስለመጣችሁ ስለዚህ ያጠራ ያለች እንደ ቡክ ሪቪው እንደ ለትምህርትና ለማስተማር ወይንም በመማር ማስተማር ሂደት ውስጥ ግንዛቤ ይሰጣል ብዬ ያሰብኩት ነገር ስላለ እሱንም ሪፍሌክት ማድረግ ፈልጋለሁ ሮቤል ታዬ ይባላልው የታሪክ መምህር ነኝ በለባዊ ዓለም አቀፍ ትምህርት ቤት ነው የምሰራው እና ሪፍሌክት ማድረግ መፈልገው በትምህርት ጠቀሜታና ትምህርት ለምን ያስፈልጋል ትምህርት ምንድነው የምንማረው ስለምንድነው ነው እንደምታውቁት ትምህርት የአእምሮ ስራ ነው ትምህርት ያስተሳሰብና አድማስ ማስፊያ ነው አንድ ሰው ያለው ግንዛቤ እየጨመረ በመጣ ቁጥር እርስ በርሱ ወይንም ከማህበረሰቡ ጋር ያለው ግንኙነት የበለጠ ቀላል እየሆነለት ይመጣል So education is about making an effective interaction within our circle and also with other people. So education makes our life to be much easier. I want you to know this thing and I want you to keep this in mind. And concerning education and concerning the relevance of education, so many people said so many things. For instance, the first person whom I would like to give credit is for Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad once said like this, and I would like to say it in Amharic. Ukatin ከመቃብር ከአንቀልባ እስከ መቃብር ፈልጓት አንቀልባ ማለት ልጆች የሚታዘሉበት ነው ልጆች ሁላችንም እንጻን ሆነን እንደዚህ የምንታዘልበት አንቀልባ ይባላል ከአንቀርባ እስከ መቃብር ፈልጓት ብለዋል so this shows that how Prophet Muhammad and Islam gave tremendous emphasis for knowledge and for the transfer of wisdom and the other thing that I want you to know is also in another Abrahamic religion which is called Christianity. In the Bible it says like my people perish from the lack of wisdom. So from this we can see that the Bible also gave tremendous emphasis for education. The other thing is from Western thinkers. For instance, Francis Bacon said knowledge itself is power. Knowledge itself is power. ማንኛቸውን ምናረጋቸውን ነገሮች በknowledge ነው ምናረጋው because we all are human beings and we all are conscious animals, conscious beings and conscious animals. So today I will use both Amharic and English. So I'll present a book review which takes only 15 minutes, 15, about pioneers of change. The book which was written by Professor Baharu Zode. How many of you know Professor Baharu Zode? Is there anyone among you who knows about Professor Baharu Zode? No one? No one? Okay, Professor Baharu Zode is a renowned historian and an emeritus professor at Addis Ababa University. እሳቸው ጥናት ያደረጉበት የመጽሐፍ ነው Pioneers of Change ይባላል. In Ethiopia, in the history of education, Ethiopia is one of the well-known old established civilization in the world, ancient country. Ethiopia is one of the old and ancient country which is known for wide knowledge and for wide wisdom. So in Ethiopia we can mention the Islamic education, we can also mention the Christian education, and these educations have been like age old in the history of this country. And we have been shaping our society through this system. And one thing that I want you to know about education, about the purpose and the relevance of education in Ethiopia, is for instance, in Islamic education and what we call the madrasa, the pupils or the students were made to recite the Quran by using Arabic. And not only that, most of the well-enlightened and the most influential were able to go to famous and prestigious universities such as Al-Azhar University in Cairo, which is in Egypt. And the other thing that I want you to know is also about, there were also several centers of Islamic learning in Ethiopia, such as Harar, such as Wallo, and these were known as the places of learning for Ethiopian traditional schools, and Ethiopians are known for their own indigenous knowledge. So we have to respect our own indigenous knowledge, our own culture. We have to encourage our society. We have to embrace and inculcate our generation with traditional knowledge. የራሳችን የሆኑትን ኢንስቲትዩሽኖች፣ ባህሎች፣ ቋንቋዎች፣ ታሪኮች በማበረታታት ለእውቀት መጠቀም መቻል አለብን። The other thing that I want you to know also in the other sector, we can see the Kolo Tamaris. The Kolo Tamaris. As you know, the Kolo Tamaris are known in the Christian education, and we can see so many places such as Bichana, Debrork, in Gojam, and in other places. These places are known for being educational sector for Ethiopian traditional education. And the other thing is, in 1908, Emperor Menelik established the first modern education in Ethiopia. And that was the inception in the Ethiopian educational history. In 1908, the first modern Ethiopian school was established. And of course, what is education? What is modernization? So many people think so many things about education and about modernization. For instance, in this 21st century, we are living in the age of globalization. And so many people are confused with the concept of education and modernization. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to take too much time, but let me tell you something precisely. No concept, and there are like a few concepts which are as elusive and as ambiguous as modernization. We are blending modernization with education. The concept of modernization and education goes with many things. For instance, industrialization, secularism, literacy, infrastructures, and nation states, and also diversity and coexistence. So we have to encourage these things, and we have to live through modesty, and we have to inculcate the good things in our society. And the other thing that I want you to know is, like, of course, the early Ethiopian intellectuals were known for using these opportunities. For instance, there was a guy who was named Hakim Workneh Eshete. This guy, or Hakim Workneh Eshete, he went to England, and he was able to study medicine, and he was able to serve his country, and he was also as a director for Ethiopian dam, which was to be constructed by the support of the British government. So that thing that one thing that I want you to keep in mind, Ethiopian in the early generation were also serving their country by using their knowledge. And the other thing that I want you to know is about other intellectuals, such as Bajrond Taklaria Taklamariam. He was also known as the author of the 1931st Constitution. ኢትዮጵያ የመጀመሪያውን ህገ መንግስት ስታረቅ ያንን ራሻ ሄደው ተምረው አርቲለሪ አጥንተው መተው ሶሳይቲያቸውን ሰርቨር አድርገዋል። So wherever we go, if we are educating ourselves, if we are enlightening our understanding, our main objective should be to come and to serve our country. And a guy who was speaking earlier than me was saying that we have to be ambassadors for our country. ሁላችንም ሀገራችንን ሰርቭ ማድረግ አለብን እንደየተሰጧችን እንደየካፓሲቲያችን. So that's the purpose of education. The other purpose of education, which I want you to keep in mind, is about keeping moral standards and serving the society in an acceptable manner. We have to strive for justice, we have to strive for equity, and we have to strive for serving the society humbly and through coexistence. Thank you very much.